Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang is one of the fastest football players in the world today. The Gabonese footballer is known for his electrifying pace and his brilliant finishing on goal. Aubameyang at the moment plays for Arsenal in the Premier League and captains his national team of Gabon. He can play in both the striker and wing positions. Aubameyang is one of the nicest players in world football today, and actually making this list, I became more of a fan of Aubameyang the person. And with that, I've got 10 things you probably didn't know about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, make sure also click on the notification button so you can be notified every time I do upload. Number 10. Lifelong WWE fan. When the WWE did their yearly tour of the UK, they stopped by the O2 Arena in the year of 2018. Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang fulfilled his childhood dream by walking down the WWE ramp and sitting on the ring before meeting stars. The Gabonese footballer has been a huge fan of the WWE since he was a young kid. Footage posted by Arsenal media shows Aubameyang walking out into the empty arena and just saying wow. He also added dream come true while he was sitting on the ring. He was able to get a few photos with the Universal Championship and meet superstars like Braun Strowman, Jinder Mahal, Seth Rollins, Apollo Crews and Alexa Bliss. And finding this out about Aubameyang, it actually made me more of a fan of the guy because I am such a huge WWE fan myself. Number 9. First ever. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will go down as the first ever Gabonese player to represent the Gunners after making his debut against Everton in February of 2018. Aubameyang will also go down as the first ever Gabonese star to play in the Bundesliga, and he scored his country's first ever goal in the Olympic Games in London 2012. Records that will never be broken, Aubameyang is going down in the history books. Number 8. Dragon Ball Z tattoo. Aubameyang is a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. After Arsenal defeated Chelsea, he went on to get a tattoo of 2 Dragon Ball Z characters. He got an image of Goku and Gohan inked up on his right thigh. Aubameyang's tattoo of the duo who play father and son in the show was a nod to him and his father going back to his own family. And Aubameyang has many more tattoos all over his body. Number 7. Superhero fan. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a huge fan of comic books. As you guys know, Aubameyang is known for his crazy goal celebrations. He once wore a Spider-Man mask while playing for Dortmund. While teaming up with Marco Reus at Borussia Dortmund, he wore a Batman mask, while Reus wore a mask to represent Robin. And not too long ago, he wore a Black Panther mask when scoring for Arsenal. He's a regular reader of comic books, and he's a huge fan of the Marvel movies. And I would love to see what he thought of Avengers Endgame. Number 6. It runs in the family. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is really close to his father. He went on to play for Borussia Dortmund instead of signing for a second division team in England because his father's advice. His father's opinion means a lot to him because Pierre Aubameyang Sr. was a footballer himself. And he also went on to be the captain for the Gabon international team while he was a player. He was a defender, and Aubameyang Sr. played 80 times for his national team, including in the 1994 and 1996 African Cup of Nations, and played for a number of top clubs in France. He then went on to become a scout at AC Milan. Aubameyang also has 2 brothers, Catalina and Willie, and they also did both play football. They played for the Milan youth teams. Number 5. Invited to represent Italy. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was brought up in Italy and had lived there for a long time. Due to his father working as an AC Milan scout, he was eligible to play for the Azzurri. In fact, such was his talent that the Italian Federation wanted to tie him up. In fact, when he was 19 years of age, he was invited by the Italian Federation to represent the under-19 squad, and he went on to reject the chance to represent Italy. Number 4. He represented France. So Aubameyang didn't go on to play for the Italian Federation, but he was born in France, so he was eligible to play for the French national squad. And Aubameyang went on to accept the invitation from the France national team, and he went on to represent the under-21 team. He went on to play just one game for the junior side and never played for France again. And only one could wonder, if Aubameyang stayed with the France national team, could he have gone to a Euro final? And could he have won a FIFA World Cup? Number 3, slamming the Gabon Federation. So Aubameyang rejected the Italian national side's offer to represent the country. He played one game for France, but he has gone on to become the captain of the Gabon national side. And Aubameyang not too long ago slammed the decision to name his father as the Gabon international manager. Gabon captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang criticized the Football Federation after the decision to appoint his father as national team coach, after his father did not want the job. Aubameyang went on to say, "You have told the whole world about my father, the so-called coach of the national team, when you did not even get his agreement. The president of the federation called my dad but did not even care to ask about his state of health. He is sick at the moment," wrote the 29-year-old Aubameyang, who has actually gone on to miss Gabon matches without reason. Number 2, A-Bolt. As we've noted, away from the field, Aubameyang has many interests. His PR17 clothing brand is a business venture that has taken off. And Aubameyang has been known for having a bit of a fashion sense. He's complete now with the iconic A-Bolt logo in conjunction with Nike. And he has showcased it many times on social media platforms like Instagram. He also teamed up with the clothing brand New Era to design a snapback hat. It was designed at the time by the star striker at Dortmund, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and the cap was a way to celebrate him at Borussia Dortmund. And I'm sure Aubameyang's clothing brand is only going to get bigger and bigger. And number 1, fulfilling a promise. Ever since Aubameyang was a child, his dream was to play football, and to play football at the highest level. Aubameyang has gone on to play for a number of clubs, the likes of AC Milan, Dortmund, Arsenal, just to name a few. But at this stage of his career, for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, it is all about fulfilling a promise that he made to his grandfather while the latter was on his deathbed. He went on to tell his grandpa that he will play for Real Madrid someday. Aubameyang's mother went on to reveal this, as the whole family are Real Madrid supporters, and all they want to see is the Gabon international play for the Whites one day. And don't be surprised one day when you hear the news of Aubameyang signing for Real Madrid. And to be honest, I would really like to see that, how he would fit in the Real Madrid side. And that is the 10 things you probably didn't know about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you all on my next video.